the referees.
Victor has Porzingis by at least 2 inches, going right at Jaylen Brown in the low block.
Brown dishes to the corner and around the horn, and a wide open three for Jason Tatum, and you cannot give the Celtics open looks from downtown.
And it started with the penetration from Jaylen Brown. It sucks in the defense, and the Celtics are going to make extra passes. That's what they're looking for.
The cell counters at the other end with a turnaround jumper. Celtics are number 2 in the NBA in rebound, and they really get after it on the glass. Brown spins. Brown throws it down.
But you can see what the Celtics are trying to do there. They're trying to get Malachi Branham in these mismatches.
Victor again for 3. Wembanyama knocks it down, and the Spurs even it up at 5. 3-point shot tirelessly as well, too, Sean. He's shooting a career best 41% this year. Averaging career highs in points and assists. Victor underneath Porzingis this time, scoops it up and in.
Dan, I talk about a lot of the young guys in the league when they first get in. I say they have immature shots. I mean, their shots look weak. They don't look powerful. They don't look polished. Derek White's shot looks completely different.
Jeremy underneath brings down the rebound. Sohan pushing the pace here for the Spurs. Again, Victor all on alone, attended, and Victor knocks down yet his second three-pointer. 6 of their first 11 shots. Spurs have made 5 of their first 12. White underneath to Cornet, who just checked into the game, and Cornet, who's coming off his first 20-point game in 2 years in a spot start the other night against Toronto. Here come the Celtics with numbers up the floor. Brown's pass deflected, comes back to him, and was right down Main Street to lay it up and in, and again Pop calls for time. 17 dunks on the season now for Luke Cornet. Vassell's got 6, crosses up his old teammate, scoops it up with the right hand, count the basket and the foul.
Well, we've missed our last 4 or 5 3 balls, right? I mean, we continue to try to play the Celtics game. Our last bucket was Trey Jones in the open court, taking it all the way to the basket. The defense moving, and Chetty comes back against the grain and uses his body well to finish off that play.
Osman averaging 7 points on the season. Al Horford still can shoot it in year number 17. Back to Peyton Pritchard. Take it back out, 10 on the shot clock, tries to put the moves on, and somehow slips past Chetty Osman, and even with Victor in the vicinity, the smallest guy on the floor puts it up and inbound, and so the Spurs get it right back, and Victor catch and shoot, puts it in! 5 unanswered for Wemby. The Spurs back to within 9. Wemby is the first player in double figures. He's got 13. Tatum from the mid-range. Jason Tatum, so smooth. Jeremy will get it back from Blake Wesley. Attacking in the paint. Over Luke Cornet. Nicely done. Every time Tatum catches the ball, the Spurs come with a double team. Pritchard back to Horford. He's got a look at the paint. Knocks it down. You are there on the help on those rotations.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're the double team, like you said, you got to come out of there quickly.
Trey Jones with a floater in the paint. Both teams starting to warm up here a little bit. Jones spots McDermott. Doug back out to Victor. That's Horford on skates. Victor knocks it down.
Wow, how about that? Even out for Horford.
Pritchard. Tatum, 7 on the shot clock. Pulls up over Jeremy Sohan. Jason Tatum. All about the 3. Gives it up to Al Horford. Skip pass across. Pritchard in the paint. Drops it off. Cornet. Wow, that was pretty. Underneath Victor. Lays it up and in. It's going to end up in your lap.
Right.
Sohan along the baseline. He gets fancy as well, going with the reverse. And Joe Mazzulla not happy with the defense. Cornet tips the offensive board back out. Pritchard's 3 is too strong. Another offensive chance, and Tatum won't miss a 3rd time.
Right down the middle of the paint, he's rewarded.
Jaylen Brown tried to get really fancy that time. Spurs do a good job defending. Lead pass ahead. Malachi with the dunk and the foul. White gives it up. Tatum for 3.
Again, you got to be together, and if you're the guy tasked with guarding Jason Tatum.
The switch now against Sandro. Porzingis over Malachi Branham in his first field goal.
Yeah, and that's the right way to play, to really challenge him. Just conceded the shot.
Hasn't read the recent scouting report, I guess, as Tatum hits the 3. I'm not saying that's not bad.
Yeah,
It's
I wouldn't
just,
have guessed that, actually.
It's much more dangerous from the mid-range as Derek White uses the window.
And that's the problem. That's what Derek White does so well.
Branham, trade, Sohan, back to Malachi. Just before the buzzer, Malachi hits the strings. Porzingis on this telecast.
They're stars to me.
Start of the second half. As the Spurs down by 12 and now by 14 as Jaylen Brown gets into double figures here with 10.
Yeah, and you don't want the Celtics to get away from you here in the third quarter because we all know by now what our third quarters have been like.
Nice job by Malachi Branham attacking Jaylen Brown. Creates just enough space to get off that three. Horford rips down the offensive rebound. Brown. Now he pulls up over Jeremy Sohan, and Jaylen Brown now wants to get involved in the action.
Yeah.
Sohan barely grazed the iron with that shot, then Jeremy doesn't get back as Derek White leaks out with it up.
Well, they had Victor in the low block, and there was no consideration to even look that way.
Porzingis. Jaylen Brown on the baseline. That's Jeremy Sohan with the hammer. Vassell able to come back and counter. Tatum, another three. One off the back iron and off Horford into Victor. He's ahead of the pack. He just puts it over Derek White's head and he throws it down. Spot start tonight. He's got 7 points. Malachi for three. Victor with a putback with some authority. Champagny brings down the rebound and throws it away. Brown read the passing lane and Derek White with the finish at the other end. Here at the then known as the AT&T Center. Another turnover by the Spurs, another dunk for the Celtics. It's becoming showtime for all the wrong reasons. He's one for two at the line on that trip. Tatum, another three. Fifth of the night for Tatum. Him and Brown each over 20 points tonight.
Give him the ball, but when our guys are moving too fast, they're in a hurry, you miss opportunities, your timing isn't there. So he didn't get another three ball until like the three.
Cedi Osman's first three of the night. Final seconds here of the third quarter, and Pritchard beats the buzzer.
Of course. I mean, they're just so comfortable and confident right now. And so if there are any double teams or any kind of mismatches, they're going to create shots for you.
Nice job by Victor to save it, but he saves it right to O'Shea Brissett, who'll get an and-one opportunity. Cornette, the handoff, Peyton Pritchard. Throwing it up for Luke Cornette, and that's 3 times he's gotten that action tonight.
Exactly. I mean, you have Cornette catching lobs.
Cedi Osman, Trey Jones, and Vassell now into the paint. Will ball fake, splits through the defense, puts it in, and gets one more at the line.
Had to work so hard for that bucket.
Luke Cornette, you've done enough tonight.
Right, I was about to say.
Devontae Graham will get an and-one at the other end.
Pritchard. Well, what a luxury to have. You're a better three-point shooter.
Well, 3-on-1 action, and Barlow. Nice adjustment there as he made the catch and put it up on. Devontae Graham, never shy to shoot. Besides the fact all the road games, as they go to the East Coast, they'll see the Celtics and they'll see the Sixers as Devontae Graham hits another triple. And they'll also see, and that is how this one will wrap up tonight. 134-101 the final as the Spurs drop the last game of 2023. And the Celtics continue their